I have many different traits that define who I am, but some stand out more than others. I get called Kat, Kathy, and Frank. But right here is my birth certificate, and it says Kathryn Juliana Franklin. But that's just my name. That's not what I go, I mean, it is what I go by, but it's not, that doesn't define who I am. Now you're probably wondering why my nickname's Frank, but I'll tell you that later. Today I'll explain myself to you, explaining myself about my background, hobbies, and personality traits. I was born in Quitman, Texas on September 6, 1995, in Quitman, Texas. Did I say that already? At 2 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, Mom. 5 years later, we moved to New Hampshire in Wolfboro. And that was an old resort town where I started kindergarten at. Now that you don't really have, everybody starts kindergarten off and fresh. My mom's side of the family lived in Maine, so we already had family up there. 10 years later, just finished my freshman year, loving high school, Dad decides, you know what, I don't want to plow snow anymore. And there was a crazy dog lady, that just didn't go so well. So we were like, all right, let's go back down to Texas. So we did that 10 years later, but I was like, crap, I'm in high school. It's my sophomore year. I'm not going to know anybody, and it's high school. Everybody has friends already. Nobody, wants to add friends to the friend group. But you know what? I was going to change that. So starting off my sophomore year, went to state art and basketball my sophomore year. So that was exciting. Made a lot of new friends in athletics. And then graduated. But now I'm going to tell you about my Frank story. So I was sitting in class behind two annoying boys that are now my good friends today. But I had a sweatshirt that had Franklin on the back, and my hoodie was over the Lynn part of Franklin. So they're like, Frank. And I was like, mind my own business, doing my homework. And they're like, Frank. And I turn around, I'm like, that's not my name. That's a boy's name. And they're like, nope, that's your nickname now. And I was like, oh my gosh. That was my nickname for the rest of high school. In basketball games, they would chant me in with Frank. And as I was getting my diploma for graduation, I got chanted, Frank, 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 across the whole stage. Grabbed my diploma, rosy cheeks, and ran. Now let me tell you about some of my favorite things to do, like Mary Poppins once said. My favorite hobbies are to hang out with friends when I'm not doing schoolwork and I'm not working. The gym, that is where I work in Fitness Express. I'm either working out, or both. I'm there all the time. Crafts, I like to sew and knit. I could definitely hang out with some grandmas for the whole day. Now let me tell you about my personality traits. I had to be brave because going into a new school, not knowing anybody, you had to make friends and you had to be outgoing. You had to be brave to, say, hey, my name's Kathryn, can I hang out with you all? Can I sit at your lunch table? I'm responsible because I have two little siblings that I have to drive everywhere. Well, my brother just got his license, but to take Summer to conditioning camp when when my mom and dad are working. I'm giggly, as you can tell. It's very hard for me to, stay on track without laughing, but I think I'm doing okay. Everything that I've explained all ties together, and it all comes down to what makes me, me. By moving state to state and having to start over, it came with many blessings. I have made friendships that will last a lifetime. I have found people with the same interests as me. Everything that has happened in my life has shaped me into who I am today. Sometimes in life, you're going to go down a road that you're not sure on. But sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith and understand everything happens for a reason. And that is who I am. The end.